Alright, so what did you guys want to do after you get out of the bakery?
Well, Clark would take the newly acquired pastry back to Lois.
Okay. And did you want to take a look to see what's inside of it? Because I can give you the list.
No, I think he just wants to get the sticky buns to her as he promised.
Okay, perfect.
I will actually, thinking about it, I will open up the bag that well, I'm assuming no one else took the bag.
Pretty sure she handed it to Clark.
No, the bag of preservation with all the loaves in and stuff I'm talking about.
I think that Clark got that also, yes. Or whoever wanted it, but I think she handed it to Clark.
Right,
Well,
okay.
Then
That's what I was asking.
He'd be there to take out the one or two of the sticky buns and hand the rest to Kargath, saying, "I think this may help your hunger," and hand it to him.
Right, thank you. Brilliant. I will take the bag and put it over my shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, when you eventually look in it, that's what's inside of it, just for you. So she gave you 2 healing potions, 3 loaves of the dark nutty bread, some butter, cheese, ale, and jerky. So it's pretty much 3 days worth of food, but it will last until you use it. How this bag works, basically as soon as you, like if you leave something in there for like 2 weeks, as soon as you bring it out, it starts to like spoil as normal until you put it back in or use it all up. So it's pretty much like a fridge that makes things not go bad.
Okay.
So you guys are going to go back to the Fae and the Fiddle?
Briefly, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, it's comes to it's from us because that everything stays on the good side.
Okay. You broke up a little, so just to let you know there. On your way back to the Fae and the Fiddle, you will kind of skid near, like you'll be able to see the north entrance where you guys went out the other day to the amphitheater. You will slowly start to see a bunch more people headed out that way. A lot more with shovels and pickaxes, and you'll see a couple large, like 20-foot tall tree ants walking that way with everybody. It looks like they're doing something out in that area that's fairly large and needs a lot of people, so they're going out that way. That's just what you see on your way towards the Fae and the Fiddle.
I guess. Are we planning to speak to? Something gone out my head.
Chester?
So what? No.
Well, Lady Tandrin?
Lady Tandrin, no, someone. Yeah. So where are we going? After we've been to the Fae, back to the Fae in the Fiddle. Did we decide that?
I personally would like to see why all these people and Koreans and things are heading where they're heading. This is not usual activity, I would take it.
That sounds good to me. I'm happy with that.
So did you want to go up
Yep.
there first, or to the Fae and the Fiddle first?
Well, we'll drop the drop the buns off, I guess, and then head towards the amphitheatre or follow the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as you get to the Fae and the Fiddle, you'll notice that the place is popping. There's lots of people and creatures and all sorts of things going on. Lois will notice you guys walk in. You'll see her just she'll be on a stool. She's got like a little lute out, and she's just entertaining the guests. As part of her bargain with Lucas, she's gonna play and help out around when she can, just to help out around. And she's gonna wave you guys over and go, "Oh, I am glad you guys are back. What took you so long? You were gone quite a while." You would notice when you're outside, time seemed to pass a little differently again for you guys. What should have been maybe 20 minutes took about 3 hours.
Okay.
I am really not liking this place.
Yeah, concept of time. Okay.
So it's about noon hour now.
I got these from the bakery for you. And
Ooh.
Clark answered.
I haven't had something fresh with honey in a long time. Thank you, Clark. And
I figured you would like it.
She's going to meow on one of them.
I just wanted to stop by and give those to you. I believe we are off to see what is happening. Why all the hustle and bustle up near the auditorium.
Oh, yes, I heard someone walk in and say there was something going on up there. Well, you guys enjoy. Be back for dinner, I guess. I don't know what else, other than going to the Moon Keep, I believe, was what Chester said might be a good spot to go to get some more info. How is the bakery, by the way? I haven't been.
Trust me, you don't want to. Well,
No?
well,
She's a good
Really?
baker, I can tell that.
well. Let's just
Just
say.
kind.
Let's just say. It's called the Boggy Bakery for a reason.
Okay. I think I still might have to go look for myself one day, but we'll see.
Anyway.
Alright, well, you guys have fun. Don't do anything stupid.
As if we would.
Ned still hasn't woken up, so I might go poke him in a bit.
Very unlike him to be asleep this long.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go throw some food in his room and go from there. Maybe one of these dinner rolls will wake him up.
So, I guess we're heading off, are we?
Yeah, so let's go see what's going on around the amphitheater and why they're bringing all these people.
Yep, sounds good to me.
Clark heads out the door and heads towards the amphitheater.
Okay, perfect.
I will be the part.
So as you guys go outside, there's not until you get more towards the north gate that you'll see more people starting to go out there. Like only like maybe like 3 to 4 like at a time. You'll see a couple wheelbarrows and a couple other people going out there. Some people just going out to see what's going on and all that fun stuff. So by the time you're looking at another good 20-minute to half-hour walk to get out there where you guys are. As you get out through the gates, like your extra 2 minutes to, if you look to the left of where you guys went the first time to see the amphitheater, you will see a bunch of guards just standing around there, and the entire amphitheater is already filled in with dirt and fresh soil. So that entire pit overnight has already been filled in and replanted to have something else there. It looks like the Lady Chandran didn't know what went on there and decided to just abandon it and fill it back in.
What's happened here? Whoa. It's a bit odd.
Clark's going to walk up to one of the guards and ask, do you know why they're filling in the amphitheater?
Well, little one, it's not really too much of your business, but suffice to say, something that was going to open up here soon has been reconstructed elsewhere. The Lady Tandrin has decided that this wasn't big enough and has decided to do something bigger. And if you follow the line of traffic, you will see why.
And on that, Clark is actually just going to fly straight up and look down the line of traffic just to try to see if he can see what's going on.
All right. After you're up there, it's still a nice day out, so you'd still be able to see a while. A good mile out, you will see probably a good maybe 400 people out there. Some digging, some doing a whole bunch of other stuff. And it looks like they're in the middle of starting to construct something round.
Clark flies back down and relays this to Ulrich and Kargath and says, I think maybe the bad soil that happened after our fight changed the Lady Cameron's mind, and she just wanted to get rid of that. Maybe the ground was not so good anymore, shall we say.
That would make sense. So, are they building a new amphitheater?
That's what it looks like. About a mile. And he points down the line of traffic that way. They are building another round structure. So it may be a, shall we say, theater in the round.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the amount of people that are heading that way, presume it won't take too long.
Clark's going to go back to the guard. It did ask, do you know where the Lady Cameron is?
Tandrin? Oh, she's going to be at the heart of whatever she's constructing up there. So if you need to talk to her, you might be... she might be able to talk to her out there. She when she gets into moods, things start to, let's just say, when she's angry, she likes to build stuff.
Angry, you say?
Or frustrated. Could be either. You never know.
Well, what would you gentlemen think of going talk to the lady and see what is going on?
Sounds good to me. Would she be at the new amphitheater?
The guard just said she would be possibly in the midst of what she is what she is building, so would make sense to at least start there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so as you guys follow the road, you will notice that this is a fairly, it's an older road. This road used to head up towards where the Fey Refuge and the old Fey Forest used to be before it collapsed 15 years ago. So it hasn't really been traveled much since then. There is still part of a forest, a fairly sized forest in front of you, that has been cleared a little to make room for what she is currently constructing. It's going to take you probably, I don't know how long an actual mile takes to walk. It's not too long. But as soon as you slowly work your way up there, you'll see a whole big bunch of treants walking around the forest, and anything, they're going to be basically lifting trees up completely and replacing them somewhere else. So you're going to see a massive basically tree pick up another tree and replant it somewhere else. It is basically making a very, very large circle dome. You're going to have a whole bunch of workers just taking off the main topsoil in a big circle. So it's just a lot of people doing a little bit of work by shovel. You will also see in the middle with a she's about 20 feet up in the air is the Lady Tandrin. Beside her is Chester on the ground, and that little gnome mage Orator that you met the other day. You can see her just waving her hand around, telling people where to go and what to do, and Chester's just sitting there looking bored. Orator is basically anytime someone starts to move soil, you're going to see him put his hand in the ground, and he's going to start hardening all the soil.
Excuse me, my lady.
Yes? Oh, you guys. Well, looks like you guys had a good night's sleep. What you doing?
Well, my night's sleep wasn't the best for reasons.
No? She's gonna flip
no.
down in front of you.
No, I don't know whether it was a dream or a vision, or a dream that was a vision, but I will describe again the mysterious figures and everything to her. And we also went to the Boggy Bakery as well, which was an interesting experience.
I told you she's an eclectic sort.
Eclectic was an understatement.
He did. He's just trying to find the word to say. She did say something that had me curious.
Mm-hmm. She's good at figuring things out.
No. She did say that she didn't want to tread on your toes.
Oh, that. Yes, that's That's personal. That's okay. She has her ways. I have mine.
But we did show her the rune, which she will hopefully get us more information about.
So she didn't know what it was either?
No.
That is unsettling. Well,
she did mention, was it? She described it as not of this world.
And she said that if I touched it, it may take control of me.
Oh, did she? Well, we can't have that. In her, you'll see in her hands, she's just going to produce a piece of cloth. She's going to go down on the ground and scoop up a nice fresh piece of dirt. She's going to do like a small little bit of magic on it. Then she's going to hand it over to you and go, keep it in here. It should negate any of whatever influence it might have. If you find yourself being drawn to it, please drop it, bury it, or give it to somebody else. Or I can take it off you and give you the copy that I made, just so you have a copy.
No, I think this will be suffice.
Okay.
If I do change my mind or something happens, I'll gladly hand it over. But as it stands, I feel no compulsion or being led anywhere.
Okay, good. I'd hate to have to kill you. Well, now. The next thing, I guess, I still would suggest you go to the Moonkeep. See if anyone there has any idea. Try not to show that to anyone. Do not let them touch it. You might have to be careful in the Moonkeep. They are a semi-secretive bunch, but if you go to the university there, they should be able to point you in the right direction. There are some older folk that are there that have been here as long as me. Some are older and have actually been to the planet before everybody came to the moon. So it would be another good spot to check. And hopefully they will either be able to answer some more questions for us or point you in the right direction.
Okay.
I will give you more information, but I have a lot of work to do here.
Speaking of work, my lady,
Hmm?
are you? Did you decide to rebuild the theater because of our fight that was there?
Not because of it. I did not like how it felt. Nothing grew. It just, I didn't want a reminder of that. So I filled it in and decided to do something much grander. She's going to give you a minor illusion of what she's going to build. It's basically going to be like the Colosseum, but 3 times the size. It's going to be able to hold probably 100,000 people. So this thing is going to be massive. It's going to be a good, like, 50, 60 feet tall. And she's going to turn it around for you. And inside, she's going to have, like, another amphitheater inside the big Colosseum. So it's going to be, like, a massive theater for the most part.
Damn.
When my mind can't do what I want it to do, I create stuff. This'll keep me busy for at least a while. And
Or
seeing
did
as
say you liked building when you were upset, so you must be downright pissed off.
Well, that, and I have word from the people in Ulmark that their town is slowly taking on more water again, seeing as they are near the oceans are rising again a little bit, so I'd want them to have a place of their own. It's not going to happen soon, but I think within the next 6 months we might have to move all them again. So I figured I'd bring them here.
I'm sure they will enjoy what you have built.
Oh, I hope so. And Chester's going to walk over to you guys and go, well, you survived meeting Abigail. How was that?
Any experience, that's for sure.
Yeah, her husband and I have great conversations. He's takes a while to get stuff out of him, but he's an okay lad.
We may have survived physically, but temporarily.
It's already starting in there. Okay, that's good.
Well,
Usually
good.
it takes a while. He's gonna look at Lady Tannerin and go, "Can I tell them?" She's gonna think about it and go, "It's not gonna matter too much anyway." Sure. Chester's gonna look at you guys and go, "Well, back before all this, before we were on this moon, before the Feywild was destroyed and everybody came here, the Feywild was known to have, let's just say if you were there for a day, and the material plane could be a week, 6 months. Time flows differently in the Feywild. And we have slowly been trying to make that happen again here. We're trying to make this another home. Since we can't get off planet, we're hoping to do that with the rest of our kind on Luna 2 and Luna Prime, but it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get over there. So we are slowly trying to make ourselves home again, but it will take time. We almost had it before the explosion 15 years ago, which is another reason that she is angry. And Lady Tanderin's gonna go, I'm irritated, I'm not angry. If I got angry, you wouldn't like it. And Chester's gonna nod, and Orator's gonna laugh. It's like, yep, she's not good when she's angry.
I hope she doesn't turn green.
And Chester's going to look at you guys and go, well, I would almost suggest you guys maybe, it's getting a little later, maybe take a look around Marzel, get used to it, and Holrick, you can show them around. You can stay here and watch, but this is going to be, or unless you want to help out for the rest of the day, it's up to you guys. But I would suggest it's a little late in the day to leave.
I will turn around and say, I would be happy to help if you'd have me.
Any help is good. And he's going to conjure a shovel and hand it to you.
I will take it. Where do you want me?
All I want you to do is start scraping all the topsoil off. So Orator here can harden the entire ring. This thing's going to have to hold a lot of weight. So we could use magic to do it, but that'd just be cheap. We're going to try and do most of this by hand, and then once we get everything sorted out, then we'll bring in a couple druids and some artificers, and they'll go to town with the brick and mortar part.
Brilliant. I will start helping out then.
Perfect. He's going to motion to someone to take you with them and show you what they want done.
And Clark will take out his loot and start walking around, trying to give inspiration to everybody that is helping to lift their spirits through all the manual labor.
Okay. And Clark, as you sit there and start to play your lute, you and I are going to go into a secret room.